Hey, what is happening, all you mechanical maniacs? Hurst Quayzar here. Welcome back to another episode of Rot2Rad. Now, I tell you what, you guys have been very patient with me over the past few weeks because I have been in Paris. But you guys came through for me, got a couple of good votes, and you guys said to save them. So we are going to save these bad boys. Yeah, it's been like, what was it, 3 weeks, I guess we worked on these. So yeah, kind of drawing it out a little bit. So yeah, same engine. Same color scheme, same rims, just different sizes and all, and same color. So yeah, these actually turned out pretty good. So we are going to send these to my parking area. So there's one, and there's two. All right. So my project car in here. Oops, there. My project CUDA in here. I haven't done anything else with it. I haven't had any time. And just haven't been able to work on it. So it's just kind of sitting there. All right. So it's time to get on with the rest of the series. Okay. Again, I appreciate you guys humoring me. Past 2-3 episodes was just nothing but those two particular cars. And I've done it once before whenever, I go on vacation. I kind of have to do things ahead of time to try and keep them flowing. So I definitely appreciate your support on that. But today, we're going to go out in the junkyard. We're going to grab something brand new. So this is the deal. We try to find something we haven't done before, something that's under 150,000 miles. And no matter what the color is, the stock color it comes in, I can't paint it that color. So that's the way the deal is. All right. So let's go ahead and hit the junkyard and see what we can find today. All right. Let's see what we have out here today. Ourselves, what is this? The Mercedes? Yeah. That 560 SEC, 165,000 miles. It's a little over the 150,000 mile budget. Another Skyline, 125,000. This is a stock Skyline. I don't think I've actually done I think we have. It's been a while since I've done the stock Skylines, but done a few in the past, but I don't know if it's that brand or not. Porsche we've done. That's a shell. I'm not even going to bother. Stock car. I have no desire to do. What do we got over here? Camaro. Done one of those before. Hot Rod. No. Mustang. No. Corvette. Isk. Yeah. Bolt Reptilius R6. Only has 15,000 miles on it. Now this is... What color is this? Red. Yeah, this is basically the Corvette. Rear engine. This doesn't have... Yeah, it has an engine in it. We haven't done one of these, so maybe I will do one. Let's see what else we have out here. Another one of my versions, 202,000 miles. Rest of mod. This bad boy right here. Scion, 61,000 miles. We have done one of those before. I think it's different versions of it. Category, HQ Custom. Done one of those. The Sixon Civilian. Salem Overking, 101,000 miles. This is not one we've done. Yeah, this is not one we've done. Salem Overking. I think this might be like one of the police vehicles. So this 101,000 miles, I think that might be, it might be a taxi cab too. I don't know. Beamer. Volvo. What are you? Another Beamer? Oh no, Mitsubishi Eclipse. Okay. Mustang. Family Truckster at 155. This is, whoa, we haven't done one of these Porsches either. Carrera GT. This is an interesting one. I don't think we've done one of these before either. But I think I'm going to do the Salem Overking, to be quite honest with you. I don't think this truck is less than... Yeah, didn't think so. That's not it. Mustang. And an S2000. That is a Mustang, right? What is this Mustang? Ah, nah, this is a Salem Spectra Fastback. It's a street rod that I've done. So yeah, that's cool. But I think I'm going to do the Salem Overking. I think I'm going to do that one. I haven't done that before. I haven't done that vanilla Mustang either. What's the price tag on this bad boy? Okay, not too bad. It's a little overpriced. Let's see, what can I put? A dual overhead supercharged engine in it. That's what I'm going to do. Dual overhead cam supercharged. I could put the CGM supercharged in it too. Okay. I think this is going to be our winter chicken dinner here. It's going to be some interesting stuff here. Yes. With the garage. Yes. All right. I think that's... I've debated about grabbing the Salem over the... seeing as how I'm already into the whole Ford-esque platform here. I'm wondering if I should pick up this Salem as well. The Salem Spectre. It is under... this is not the colors I would have picked for it, but I'm wondering if this would be like an extra car I could pick up just as a project car. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just stick with the Overking for right now. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the garage, and then let's get the building. All right, time to get to work. Let's go ahead and strip this thing down. I don't want any pieces on it going back to the car washer. So how you guys doing? I hope this video is funny, all happy and healthy. Yep, I know this is going to be a single video. I'm just telling you right now. I'm not going to draw this one out. But I do appreciate you guys hanging with me through this series of videos for those two cars. Back from Paris, yes, I did. We did 8-9 days, I think. I posted some pictures over on my Discord channel. But yeah, my wife and I had fun. We enjoyed it, and it was much better than I expected. How is that? I have to say I wasn't expecting it to be. You get these ideas that the French are very business orientated. They conduct business. They don't want any small talk, blah blah blah. And I will say that is true because I went to a Macron store in London, which was run by some French, and they were business only. Yeah, they were. They didn't care to hear about your Chihuahua. They didn't care to hear about your day. They just wanted you to sell you a cookie and move on with life. I can't blame them, to be quite honest with you. And that's what I kind of suspected France as a whole would be. I was so wrong. I was totally wrong. So I will say, if you guys want to go to Paris, by all means, go to Paris. Enjoy Paris. It has a lot to offer, and it is a walkable city. I kind of freaked out myself trying to figure out the whole transportation system, which honestly is a decent transportation system. It's just that I kind of freaked myself out trying to make sure I knew everything that I could know. And we didn't even use the transportation system. We walked everywhere we went. Walked 13, 15 miles a day. Yeah, so that works. All right, let me take this all apart. We'll get it all painted up, get some fresh parts, and then we'll be back in a few minutes. All right? Okay, stay tuned. All right, with all the colorful combinations I've had in the past, I decided to do something a little bit just more mundane here. A little bit of blue, so a little bit of black and blue here going on. So I figured I'd do it this way. We did chrome out the arms here, but we had these up here. Decided to stick with the blue up here. So we decided to stick those with blue, chromed out the bottom ones here, and we actually kept the chrome and yellow for the springs. So yeah, that's gonna look pretty good. Let's see here. Went ahead and put the exhaust system in, as you can tell. Went ahead and did the fuel tank and pump. Went ahead and got that all situated in there, and it's all good to go. So just a few things, you know, between trying to get these parts all taken care of, getting them replaced and getting them painted. It does take me a while. The chrome I've been using on the back of this is down to 90%. It's not a full chrome, it's 90% chrome. So if you ever kind of wonder about that, that's what it is. And this blue isn't necessarily on the color chart either. This is a blue that I've slightly modified. I actually think I even lightened it up a little bit from what was on the color chart. So not really picking any colors out, you know, kind of random vanilla colors right off the color wheel there. We are trying to make it as custom as possible. Went ahead and kept those as black. Thought those would come in pretty handy. And of course we went with the TK aftermarket brakes and calipers. Painted those the same blue color. I think the blue will look really good once I get it painted on the outside. I've got a couple of choices in mind. I'm thinking I could easily go white with the blue underneath. That would look really good. A good silver would look really good. Heck, even an orange on the outside would look pretty good, because orange and blue are definitely complementary colors. But I don't know if I'm going to actually do that or not. I'm going to get rid of these. Don't need the steelies, because steelies are not going back on this. Alright, I'm going to take apart the front end here, and then probably do some stuff underneath in the engine compartment, and then we'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll discuss what we're going to do from there. Alright, see you in a few. Alright, so now hopefully I didn't mess this up. I did go about chroming some of the parts a little bit differently. I probably shouldn't have done it that way, but hey. I was trying to figure out a way of doing it to get my chrome parts just a little bit deeper instead of the full-blown 100% chrome. So we'll see here in a second. Steering rack, okay. Inner tie rod and outer tie rod. How does that look? They actually didn't turn out too bad, it looks like. It looks like they turned out pretty good, honestly. Okay, so the crossbar. All right, yeah, it looks like they did. It looks like they did a good job there. I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't think it was gonna. I was gonna manage it, just because I've done it in the past and it just never turned out. So it does look like that time around it did actually give me the look I was going for. I was going for like a darker chrome. So it's not 100% chrome, it's 90% chrome, if that makes any sense to you. Yeah, I didn't go full on chrome with it. I went with a 90% chrome. Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually. Looks like it did well. I also, in between, went ahead and took care of the engine compartment like I said I was going to. So that's all done. Brakes, everything on the front will be completely done, and we'll take a look at probably getting the interior done and then getting the bodywork handled. I think you are golden. Yeah. Okay. So I kind of like this blue. It's not as dark as I thought it was. I had originally thought it was going to be a little bit darker. Story behind darker blue is my dad had bought a 1964. I think I've told you guys this story before. 1964 Chevy Impala, and it was a 4-door. And this thing had a spotlight attached to the front driver's side pillar. Now, a 4-door Chevy with a spotlight on the pillar tells you what? Yep, it was a police car. And this thing was painted black, or so I thought. If you looked at it, it looked black. But in bright sun, if you looked at it real carefully, it was a deep, dark blue. Yeah, it was the deepest blue I think I've ever seen on any car anywhere. And I was pretty shocked by it, honestly. I was like, oh my God, it can't be. That's a really dark color. So yeah, I was actually pretty shocked with it. But I was happy with it too. I mean, I got to drive it a couple of times. But yeah, it was actually a pretty cool car. I kind of liked it. Let's see. Let's get 2 of those, 1 of those. The steering wheel, I'm going to let me go with something different from the steering wheel. Interior shop. Nope. Seat over King 2. Keep going to that. Bench. And then clear search. I'm going to go with my usual. Actually, I'm going to go with the bandit wheel. I think the bandit wheel will look good. Okay. Got some interior on this bad boy. And a nice steering wheel. Okay. Now, do we have... I don't think we have any body tuning parts for the Overking. I'm not seeing it in here. Salem Overking would be in here. Spectra. Nope, it would be right here if it was. That's Flamo. Nope, it is not here. So we have no body tuning parts. So all we have to do is just get the regular body parts. So where is it? Oh, this is normal. This is fresh imports. We gotta go there. Where is? No. It would be here. Body workstation. Oh, right there. Oh my gosh. You know, I probably need to get a new pair of glasses or something because that was horrible. And boom. Okay. Now we have all the parts and pieces just to put this bad boy together. Nothing special. Nothing unique. It's just all stock parts. Now this is a vanilla car. We haven't done one of these. So I think somebody has made one of these into the neighbor. I haven't found that one yet. I think I found it some time ago, but I never picked it up. And I never really knew what the neighbor was until I started, looking into it. I forgot a fender. Wow. Washed it. And a headlight. Wow, shocking. Okay. Okay, body is 100% except for the license plates. Let's do a double check here. All the way to the bottom. Yep, 2 license plates. Not a big deal. I don't care to put them on there right now. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. All right. Body work is done. Interior work is done. I do need to pick up gearbox. So I'll go ahead and pick that up while I'm thinking about it. That way I can okay, where'd my old one go? Did I clear it out already? You know what? I can't use that. I'm using a different engine in there. No wonder I'm thinking. Okay. So yeah, I'm using a different engine. What I want to go with is the CGM. I want to go with the CGM supercharged is what I want to go with. So let's go with, it's going to be a V8. Could go with the Coyote too. This is a Salem. Hang on. Let's keep it specific, shall we? Boss. Let's go with the V8 Ford Coyote. V8 Ford Coyote. Let's see if it'll line up here. Hang on. V8 Ford Coyote. Looks like it could. We'll do that. 437 horsepower. The Boss rear-wheel drive. Yeah, we're going to go with the Coyote. Alright. That's the engine I'm going to create. Let me get it painted. Let me get it all built up. And we'll be back in a few minutes with the wheels and tires. And we'll go with it. Alright? Okay, stay tuned. Alright, one powered by Ford Coyote built. Alright, let's go ahead and take this bad boy off the stand. Go ahead and stick her in my Salem Over King. There we go. Alright. Looks good in there. Looks really good. Alright, we'll shut the hood on there. Go ahead and send this up in the air. Now, I didn't get the transmission, so we're going to have to figure that piece out. What is the transmission? Gearbox V8, so we're going ahead and get that. Catalytic converter ×2. Exhaust pipe ×2. Okay. So we'll get this all taken care of here, here, and here. We'll go ahead and I want to paint the gearbox. So we're going to paint it the blue like the rest of the engine. But we're going to do something a little bit different. Let's go with the chrome. There we go. And then we're just going to... There we go. Just a little touch of chrome on the side makes it all worthwhile. Plus a $500 paint job. It's just crazy. The paint is just crazy. Alright. Got this all done. We get the starter in place. Drive shaft in place. Now, as far as wheels and... Oh, get in there. As far as wheels and tires, I will show you right now. I don't have any in my inventory. Why do I not have any in my inventory? Well, because I already know what I'm going to put on it. It's going to be old school. That's right. We're just going to go ahead and do this up. We're going to go rims and tires. And I'm going to go from what we've had in the past. I mean, we haven't used many of these. This is the retro look I'm going to go for. I'm going to go 4 of them. I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go 18s on this. So we're going to buy those. So first and foremost, let's go ahead and chrome these up. So I'll show you how we do the chroming. We're going to go chrome here, right? We're going to go normal, everything, and then fully paintable, which gives it all chrome, right? Then we go up here, and then we're going to dull this down to about a 90. It kind of tones down a little bit, and boom, voila, got it. Now that that's all set, we can take this one. We can paint it here, go here and here. It will be the same color, and voila. So as far as rear tires are concerned, I'm going to go as wide as I can on them. Thinking a 305 is probably... I have to go take a look here to see if that's... A 305 is even doable underneath here. With the Coyote motor, it really needs to be. Possibly. I am probably screwing myself over here. We're going to go with those. We're going to go 2 of these. We're going to go 18. We'll go with a 305. And we're going to go with a 40 Pro. Yeah, we'll go with a 40 profile. Okay. So let's see how this is going to look. And it's been forever since I've used these wheels and this rim on any car that I've done in Rot2Rad. Ever since the rim DLC came out, I've been using primarily all of those because they're just nice looking rims. I've always been a fan of the 5-spoke. So let's see if that's going to fit in here before I go any farther. And this is how I usually fit them up anyway. Looks like it fits the wheel well. Yeah. Yeah. That looks good. Okay. So for the front, we are going to go with 2. We're going to go with 18. We're going to back this off to a 285. And we'll go with a 35. And boom. Usually I don't do this on camera, so you guys see my method to my madness here. Do it quick and easy. All right. Okay. Yeah, old school it is. We want 305 back here. I went with the 35 profile up here because I went less of a width. So hopefully that looks a little bit smaller, but maybe it'll give me a stance that I'm looking for. Maybe not. It's hard to get a stance on some of these cars. Okay, I think I've got everything done. Let me go grab myself a license plate. Okay, Ohio plates. Yeah, we're just going to put the one on. Ah, crap. Down, you doofus. Ah. Okay, put the license plate on there. We're also going to tint the windows. So let's go ahead, remove the windshield. Use the equipment. I'm going to go 70%. There we go. Put the windshield back in. And there we go. All right. All right. Now that we have this, I'm going to send it over to the test path and get the wheels and wheels aligned and the headlights aligned, fill it up full of fluids, and I'll meet you in the dyno or in the paint shop. All right. Okay. See you in a few. All right, we are in the paint shop. What shall we paint it? Like I said, I could go with an orange because the orange and the blue looks really good. I could go with a metallic look. That looks pretty sharp, actually. Actually looks pretty sharp. Could also have gone with a white, gone with a pearlescent with the blue. That looks pretty good. Very plain, though. Also could have gone with a silver. I'll go with a metallic look here. Dark. That's a dark silver. You go with a silver, which is kind of a classy look to it. But I'm thinking I'm going black and blue. And this is what I'm, instead of metallic, I'm going to go chrome, black chrome, because it's just very, very shiny. So black chrome with the blue, I think, just, yeah, it's kind of typical, right? But man, looks good. All right, got that done. Pop the hood on it. Looks good underneath there. All right, just a black old car. All right, let's go send you to the dyno. I do have a chip in it, an ECU chip in it. So let's do a quick tune. Yeah. Hey, that was, you know, most times I struggle, but that was easy. That was easy. All right. Let's hit it. Ooh, 975. Just over the A rating for the drag racing. Wow. Could have tuned that down a little bit and get it closer just to the top end of the B. Alright, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the Salem King. I'll put you right outside the garage entrance right here. Blue on, or black on blue, right? Like the song, right? Blue on black, but that's okay. Alright, nice car. And probably the first one we've ever done. With a Coyote engine, nice and blue. We did the blue underneath, which is a darker blue. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It's your turn to let me know what you think. Do I save it or do I sell it? Let me know down below, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. So this is Hurst Quayzar saying goodnight to everyone, and I am out.